Welcome back to Dissemity. In this tutorial, I am going to show you the Analyze module. To access this module, go to the left side menu. The purpose of the Analyze module is to highlight the argument structure of a peer-reviewed journal article in your field. For example, in this activity, you can see the blue, reds, and greens highlighted based off of the knowledge that you learned in the Learn module. The blues, again, are meant to highlight the recent and relevant literature in your field, or the blue sky. That literature should be used to support your argumentation. The red is the heart of your argumentation. Here is where you are problematizing your research or justifying the need for your research. The green represents your green light. Green means go. Go ahead and address that problem or fill that gap. In this part, you are going to be sharing information about your study as a sort of roadmap to help your readers understand what to look forward to. In this example, it's quite short, but what you should do is upload or choose one of the articles from the Dissemity database in order to identify the argument structure in your field. You can do this by going to the folder and choosing New Document. When you first log into the Analyze module, you may see this open window right away. If not, you have seen it before in the Discover module, and it's very similar. All you need to do is choose up to 3 disciplines that represent your field. From there, you can search a specific term, or you can leave the search term blank. When you are ready, you can select an article from the left side menu. Creating the document will put this document into your portfolio. Of course, you can also copy and paste an article here from your field so that you are analyzing work that is representative of your research. Once you have chosen an article, you should partake in a deductive learning process. Remember, in the Discover module, you were asked to inductively explore the patterns that you noticed in your model articles. Here, you are able to apply the framework that you learned about in the Learn module to the analysis of research in your field. By clicking on each sentence and selecting the representative goal, you will be able to slowly identify the argument structure of this article. Notice how every once in a while, Dissemity will provide you some feedback through underlining and either green or red check marks. This means that Dissemity wants to provide you some additional feedback of what you are seeing versus what Dissemity is noticing. Here, the statement says, "This gap is especially apparent." Dissemity has noticed this language pattern and identified it through the underlining, saying to you, "Good job for recognizing that." But it's also an opportunity for you to review the videos that you learned in the Learn module or to review your notes that you took earlier. After this video, I'm going to show you the Explore module, but take note because here's an option for you to quickly access the Explore module that will allow you to identify additional patterns that contain the underlined feature. As you're analyzing the text, it's important to be extra critical about the language use features that are being used to communicate a specific purpose. For example, here, Dissemity has noticed that I missed some very critical language that identifies this sentence as a problem or a gap. Let's read this sentence together. It says, "Furthermore, convenient tools to formally evaluate promising life science investment prospects are virtually absent. The specific guidelines to perform other important tasks, such as in early stage valuations in this sector, remain largely unaddressed." If I click on the X, Dissemity will say, "You marked this sentence as establishing territory. However, the underlined language is usually used to identify a niche." If you are unsure what that means, again, you can review the video, or if you took notes in the Learn module, you can access them here. At this point, the Explore option is again available. Take note because we will look at this word later on. From there, I encourage you to continue analyzing this text in order to identify additional language use patterns that are representative of the conventions of peer-reviewed journal articles in your field. Once you have analyzed a full text, Dissemity will recognize your completion in your dashboard. Here in the dashboard, you will note that you have analyzed one of 3 texts. Once you have completed 3 texts, you will receive 100%. Note that I have showed you how to analyze the goals for the entire section of the introduction, but remember there's also strategies. To analyze the strategies, simply click on an already annotated sentence and the strategies will appear. At this point, you can click all the way through the text in order to review what strategies are used to communicate the overarching goal. This is important because when you are writing an article for yourself, you should be trying to communicate a goal by utilizing multiple strategies. By doing this, again, you will be able to look at the argument structure of a peer-reviewed journal article through the presence of these visualized colors. By looking at both the goals and strategies of a peer-reviewed journal article, you will be able to not only identify the communicative purposes of a research article, but then begin to analyze these works in order to contribute to your understanding of how to write a journal article. So we encourage you to both analyze the goals and the strategies. On occasion, there are errors in Dissemity, largely because of different breaks between sentences due to where the period lies within the sentence. To fix these issues, simply go to the pencil. The pencil will allow you to modify these sentences in a way that will allow you to update the sentence marking and save those changes for a perfectly new and well-parsed sentence. Here, you should answer the reflection questions so that you can heighten your understanding of what you are noticing as you are reading about the argument structure of this article. The questions include, what do you notice about the argument structure in your field? How might your knowledge of the argument structure in your field transfer to your writing process? And what else have you learned or noticed by completing this task? By submitting your reflection, you have completed one analysis of an article in the Analyze module. We encourage you to do at least 3, if not more, to better understand variations that might occur in your discipline.